The knife that kills you is never the one you see coming. It's not in the hand of the enemy screaming at your gates. It's in the sleeve of the person pouring your wine, sitting at your table, laughing at your jokes. We are biologically wired to fear the predator in the bushes, the stranger in the dark. But Niccolo Machiavelli, the man who understood the brutal mechanics of power better than anyone, knew a darker truth. The stranger can't hurt you because you don't let the stranger in. You build walls against enemies. You lock doors against thieves. But for friends, you open the gate, lower the bridge, and expose the soft underbelly of your mind. That is why betrayal is never a battle. It is an execution. Most people wait until the blood is already spilling to realize they were sleeping next to a snake. By then, resistance is useless. Machiavelli warned, "He who deceives will always find those who allow themselves to be deceived." You are being watched. Your kindness is being measured. Your trust is being weighed against a hidden market value. If you cannot see the eyes behind the smile, you are already a casualty. And today, we are not talking about toxic relationships or boundaries. Those are modern comforts for people who refuse to see reality. We are talking about survival. This is a psychological autopsy of the fake friend. We will dissect betrayal before it happens, while there is still time to move. You will learn the Machiavellian markers, the microscopic signals that expose intent long before action. Signals most people ignore because they want to believe instead of observe. You will learn the 3 archetypes of the hidden enemy. You will learn a pressure test that cracks their mask without confrontation, without drama, and without saying a word. And you will learn how to neutralize them, not by fighting, but by becoming a mirror they cannot stand to look into. But be warned, this process demands sacrifice. You must kill the part of you that wants to be liked, the part that believes everyone has a good heart. That illusion is the doorway betrayal walks through. Machiavelli wrote, "A man who wishes to make a profession of goodness in everything must necessarily come to grief among so many who are not good." If you want to survive among wolves, you cannot be a sheep. You must become something colder, something capable of seeing the world not as you wish it were, but exactly as it is. Once you see reality clearly, there is no going back. The illusion dies, and with it, a certain innocence. But innocence has never protected anyone from power. So ask yourself this before we go further. Are you ready to see the truth? Because once your eyes open, comfort disappears, but control finally begins. Why do they do it? Why does the friend you helped get a job try to get you fired? Why does the person you comforted through a breakup smile when your marriage fails? You ask yourself, what did I do wrong? And that is your first mistake. You are judging the world through morality, right and wrong, loyalty and gratitude. The Machiavellian sees the world through necessity, cause and effect, pressure and response. Machiavelli stated plainly, men are ungrateful, fickle, pretenders and dissemblers. He didn't say some men. He didn't say bad men. He said men. This is human nature, not a flaw in a few individuals. The fake friend does not betray you because they hate you. They betray you because you are in the way, or because you are useful fuel for their ascent. It is not personal, it is arithmetic. Understand the zero-sum ego. For many people, your success feels like their failure. When you rise, they feel smaller. The gap creates anxiety. And envy is the most dangerous emotion because it is silent. Anger screams, envy whispers. Machiavelli observed that men obey immediate needs. A deceiver will never lack victims. The fake friend obeys the need to regain control and feel superior. They will praise you in public, but their eyes won't smile. They will offer help, but only the kind that makes you dependent on them. They are not allies. They are parasites waiting for the host to weaken. They don't attack your armor. They wait for you to kneel. History proves this. The Medici were surrounded by friends and partners who dined with them, prayed with them, and plotted their deaths. On Easter Sunday during High Mass, the Pazzi struck while the Medici brothers knelt in prayer. Maximum vulnerability, minimum resistance. That is the nature of the fake friend. They don't strike when you're strong. They wait until your guard is down. So how do we spot the knife before it's drawn? We look for glitches in behavior. We look for patterns that don't match the smile. Machiavelli would have seen them instantly, because you cannot fight what you cannot name, and the fake friend comes in different forms. The fake friend is not a monolith. They come in different skins, different flavors of poison. If you categorize them, you weaken them. If you name them, you gain control. Archetype 1, the sycophant, the flatterer. Machiavelli despised flatterers. He dedicated an entire chapter of The Prince to avoiding them. He knew courts were full of men who agreed with everything, nodded too quickly, laughed too hard, and poisoned leaders through praise. The sycophant tells you what feels good, not what keeps you alive. You're right, they don't appreciate you. You're the smartest in the room. It feels like support. It feels like loyalty. It is a trap. A true ally challenges you. They tell you when your idea is weak or your judgment is flawed. The sycophant feeds your ego to blind your perception. As long as you are drunk on praise, you are pliable, easy to steer, easy to exploit. Watch the person who never disagrees. Watch the one who praises what you haven't earned. They are hiding a dagger wrapped in velvet. The moment you lose status, the sycophant vanishes. They were never loyal to you. They were loyal to your crown. Archetype 2, the crisis architect. This friend is always in chaos, always broke, always betrayed, always collapsing. You listen for hours, you lend money, you solve problems. It feels like a deep bond, but it's not connection, it's extraction. Robert Greene calls this type the infector. They don't cling to be saved. They cling to pull you down so they have something to stand on. Here is the test. When you are in crisis, they disappear. They listen briefly, then pivot the conversation back to themselves. They cannot hold space for your pain because your pain does not serve them. Your suffering offers no advantage. Machiavelli warned to distance yourself from the unlucky, not from cruelty, but from survival. Misfortune is often contagious. The crisis architect drains your time, energy, and focus. And in the game of power, energy is currency. If they spend yours, they are stealing from you. Archetype 3, the subtle saboteur, the whisperer. This one is the most dangerous. They are intelligent, capable, and often your peer or competitor. They never attack directly. They use plausible deniability, small comments, raised eyebrows, soft doubt planted in hard places. You did great on that presentation. I'm surprised you pulled it off considering how tired you looked. Praise delivered with poison inside. They leak your weaknesses disguised as concern. I'm worried about him. He's been drinking a lot lately. They aren't worried. They're broadcasting. They shape the narrative quietly, one comment at a time, one smile at a time. Reputation erodes before you notice the damage. Machiavelli knew reputation is power. The saboteur chips at it like a sculptor, carving doubt into the minds of others. If you confront them, they gaslight you. You're too sensitive. I was just joking. I'm on your side. This is the fog of war. Once you see the pattern, the fog lifts. You realize the smile is a weapon and politeness is their camouflage. Now you've identified the threat, the flatterer, the crisis addict, the saboteur. The question becomes, what do you do next? Do you confront them? Do you explode? No, Machiavelli never acts on emotion. Emotion is information, not instruction. You need evidence. You need to see how their mind operates under pressure. So you run a simulation. These are psychological stress tests designed to expose the fake friend without them ever realizing they were tested. Test 1, the good news trap. Most people think pain reveals loyalty. It doesn't. Misery is easy to tolerate. Seeing you suffer makes insecure people feel superior. Pity costs nothing, but success. Success is expensive. So tell them your greatest win, a promotion, a breakthrough, a victory. Then watch their eyes for less than a second. For a microsecond, the mask slips, a tightening of the lips, a deadness in the eyes. Then the smile returns, rehearsed and hollow. They congratulate you, but the energy is wrong, the tone is forced. The joy sounds artificial, like a line they practiced in advance. They may puncture the win with a caveat. That's great, but are you ready for the stress? I hope this one doesn't end like the last. Oscar Wilde said anyone can sympathize with a friend's suffering, but only a rare nature can celebrate a friend's success. If they cannot honor your victory without shadow, they are not your ally. Machiavelli would silently move them from friend to threat. Test 2. The information diet. Fake friends trade in information. Your life is their currency. Stop feeding them. Be polite, present, and vague. Work is fine. Things are steady. Still thinking, watch how they react to silence. A real friend respects it. A fake friend panics, they pry. They provoke. You're being weird. Don't you trust me? Control is slipping from their hands. They may offer a fake secret to trigger reciprocity. I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours. This is a transaction. When you cut the supply, they feel exposed. If privacy angers them, it's because they were harvesting you. Test 3. The no audit. Decline a small request calmly. No excuses, no explanations. A real friend accepts a boundary. A parasite reacts to no as an insult. They guilt trip you. After all I've done. That is emotional blackmail, not loyalty. Machiavelli knew relationships built on utility collapse when the utility ends. If it can't survive no, it was never real. You've run the tests, the results are in. The person you trusted is a fraud. This realization hurts more than betrayal itself. It triggers a primal wound, the fear of abandonment, the pain of rejection. Your instinct is to rationalize, to make excuses. Maybe they're stressed. Maybe I'm imagining it. That voice is weakness. Denial is how predators finish the job. Machiavelli demands cold clarity. It is necessary to be a fox to discover snares and a lion to terrify wolves. You've been the sheep. Now you must become the fox. Accept this truth: they do not love you. They love what you provide, and that is fine. Once you accept it, you gain leverage. You stop demanding loyalty from someone incapable of it. You stop seeking warmth from a stone. You stop looking for validation from a cracked mirror. When emotion leaves, strategy enters. You no longer react, you calculate. You don't need to hate them. Hate binds you. Machiavelli didn't hate enemies. He studied them. Indifference is the goal. Surgical detachment. They are now a piece on your board. Dangerous, yes, but no longer mysterious. And mystery is what gave them power. So what now? Do you confront them? Do you cut them off? Do you declare war? No. That is amateur thinking. Drama creates enemies. Noise reveals weakness. Machiavelli warned never to create unnecessary enemies. Revenge is born from exposure. We need something quieter, slower, deadlier, a method that leaves no fingerprints. This is the art of the slow fade, the strategy of the open secret. You don't attack, you redesign the terrain. If you accuse them, you hand them the narrative. He's unstable, she's paranoid. You lose before the battle starts. Machiavelli advised, never attempt to win by force what can be won by deception. You declare peace while digging the tunnel under their fortress. This is neutralization, not confrontation. Tactic 1, the fog of boredom, the grey rock. Fake friends feed on emotion, adoration, or chaos. Starve them, become unresponsive. No explanations, no reactions, no fuel. They insult you subtly. You nod, interesting. No anger, no defense. They flatter you, you don't smile. You don't lean in, you look away. This terrifies them. Without reaction, they lose control. A predator cannot hunt what doesn't bleed. They grow bored and move on. You haven't made an enemy. You've become useless to their game. In the Machiavellian world, uselessness to predators is safety. Tactic 2, strategic proximity. Keep enemies close for surveillance. Distance removes danger, but also removes information. So you maintain contact without intimacy. Close enough to see hands, far enough to avoid the blade. You listen more than you speak. Every word they offer is a leak. Every joke, a confession in disguise. Paragraph 107. People reveal intent when they believe you are harmless. Silence makes them careless. Paragraph 108. Machiavelli understood this well. Power comes not from speaking but from seeing. Paragraph 109. You do not react emotionally to information. You catalog it. Calm observation turns chaos into data. Paragraph 110. When the moment arrives, You already know their patterns, fears, and pressure points. Paragraph 111. Tactic 3. Controlled absence. You disappear at moments they expect access. Paragraph 112. This creates imbalance. The mind hates unanswered patterns. Paragraph 113. Your absence forces them to fill the silence with assumptions, most of them unfavorable to themselves. Paragraph 114. You return unchanged. No explanation, no apology, just presence. Paragraph 115. Now the dynamic has shifted. They seek stability, you define it. Paragraph 116. Never announce your strategy. Mystery multiplies power. Paragraph 117. Those who explain themselves surrender authority. Paragraph 118. Certainty is loud. Control is quiet. Paragraph 119. The most dangerous person in the room is the one who doesn't need to be seen. Paragraph 120. Machiavelli's lesson was simple. When you master perception, you master outcome. Power does not announce itself. It settles into the room quietly and lets others adjust around it. When people cannot read you, they project themselves onto you. Their fears become your leverage. This is why unpredictability unsettles the weak-minded. They rely on patterns to feel safe. Break the pattern without drama. Change tone, change timing. Keep intention hidden. Machiavelli warned against consistency when consistency creates vulnerability. The goal is not chaos. The goal is controlled ambiguity. Those who crave certainty will try to provoke you. They want clarity. Do not give it. Provocation is a request for emotional investment. Decline it. Your calm becomes a mirror. They see themselves, not you. Eventually, they adjust their behavior to regain balance. That is influence. Influence gained without force lasts longer than influence gained through fear. Fear creates resistance. Confusion creates compliance. This is the invisible hand Machiavelli admired, the hand that never strikes. You move outcomes without being blamed for them. When others argue, you advance. When others explain, you decide. Understand this clearly. Emotional reactions are visible chains. Whoever pulls them controls direction. The disciplined mind responds slowly, if at all. Delay alone weakens manipulation. Most people mistake speed for strength. In truth, patience wins more battles than force. Machiavelli observed that time reveals what pressure conceals. Let situations mature. Immature reactions expose weakness. Tactic 4. Selective truth. You don't lie. You reveal fragments. Partial truth disarms suspicion while preserving advantage. Say enough to satisfy curiosity, never enough to surrender position. Those who overshare believe honesty equals safety. It doesn't. Information is currency. Spend it only when it returns value. Silence, again, becomes profit. When you speak less, your words gain weight. Others fill space with noise. You fill it with gravity. Gravity bends behavior without effort. This is how quiet authority replaces visible dominance. Most people lose power not through defeat, but through neglect. They stop managing perception. The moment others feel familiar with you, they feel entitled to you. Familiarity dissolves mystique. Mystique sustains authority. Machiavelli warned that being loved is fragile when it replaces being respected. Respect survives disappointment. Love often doesn't. Tactic 6. Emotional economy. Spend emotions sparingly and deliberately. Not every moment deserves reaction. Not every person deserves access. Restraint signals value. Scarcity sharpens attention. When emotion is rare, it becomes memorable. People chase what feels scarce, not what feels generous. This does not make you cold. It makes you precise. Precision is misunderstood by those who rely on chaos. Let them misunderstand. Confusion protects position. Clarity is for allies. Ambiguity is for everyone else. In Machiavelli's world, survival belongs to the unreadable. Unreadable does not mean inactive. It means your actions speak while your intentions stay hidden. People fear what they cannot predict, but they respect what remains consistent in outcome. This balance, Mystery with reliability is rare. That rarity creates gravity. Machiavelli knew trust is built not from confession, but from results. Deliver outcomes, withhold explanations. Tactic 7. Controlled generosity. Give occasionally, never habitually. Unexpected generosity binds stronger than constant kindness. It triggers gratitude instead of entitlement. Entitlement erodes authority. Gratitude reinforces it. You choose when to reward, not why. This keeps others attentive to your standards. They adjust behavior hoping to align with your rhythm. Influence is not persuasion, it is alignment. Alignment happens when people move without being pushed. That is the final evolution of power, motion without force. Force announces weakness. Those who rely on it lack patience, leverage, or foresight. When outcomes move without pressure, you are no longer reacting, you are directing. This is the difference between power that burns fast and power that endures. Machiavelli favored endurance. Short victories invite long consequences. What lasts is what remains unnoticed until it is unquestionable. By now, resistance has softened, opposition has adjusted. You did not fight them, you outlasted them. This is the silent advantage of discipline. While others exhausted themselves proving strength, you conserved it. Conservation is domination disguised as restraint. At this stage, no tactics are visible, only results. People follow momentum without knowing who created it. That anonymity is protection. Power that cannot be named cannot be attacked. And so, without noise or notice, you win.